Hello everyone, this is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about intermittent fasting. Here's exactly what to eat at the end of your fast. So, if you like the video related to intermittent fasting on total health, I would like to request you all, please do like, share, subscribe this channel so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin. Let's start. If you have been experimenting with one of the many of you can say intermittent fasting, abstaining from all food for anywhere from 12 hours per day to several full days in a row, you have undoubtedly wondered what's the best way to actually break a fast. Turns out some experts believe that the foods you include in your first post fast meal, especially if you have fasted for a full day or more, are particularly important, helping to either amplify or sabotage your result. Now, what to eat to break your fast? Shorter time, restricted eating fast. By far, the most popular form of intermittent fasting are the 18 is to 6 or 16 is to 8 and 14 is to 10 time restricted eating plans in which you abstain from food for 18, 16 and 14 hours per day respectively. While breaking these type of fasts does not require quite as much planning as breaking an extended fast, there are still some general recommendations. First and foremost, stick to whole foods and opt for a mix of macronutrient when you break a fast. You don't want a straight shot of carbohydrates, especially refined carb, on an empty stomach. Definitely avoid carb loaded meals and sugary drinks as they will cause a blood sugar roller coaster, raising your insulin level and making you feel even more hungry. Who uses intermittent fasting in her practice? Additionally, having lots of sugar will make fasting for the next day even harder because your hunger hormones will be raised. Now, so what should you eat? For a standard 16 is to 8 plan, one could break a fast with a low glycemic meal of choice. If you are going to have carb, ensure that they are balanced with protein and fat. A salad with protein, egg with avocado, and vegetable. A homemade protein shake or a leftover protein and roasted veggies could all work as meal number one. Portion size matters a bit, particularly when you get into the more intense time restricted eating plans like 18 is to 6 or 20 is to 4, even though you may be quite hungry when breaking your fast, particularly if you are new to intermittent fasting. Avoid eating a huge meal or you might overload your digestive system and experience symptoms like bloating. Typically hefty snack or small meal is best. Some specific food you can mix and match to incorporate into your first post fast meal include fermented food, leafy greens, cooked vegetable juices, raw fruits, nut butters, fish, poultry, eggs, meat, bone broth and soup, healthy fats which is coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, grass fed butter and ghee. Now, how to break an extended fast. While the rules of breaking a shorter time restricted eating fast are pretty flexible, you want to be a bit more mindful about how you break an extended fast. Therefore, a fast of a day or more, especially if you are new to fasting. Not only do you want to avoid excessive carb and sugar, but sticking to easily digestible food and small portion is also a good idea. When you are new to fasting and just suddenly stop eating, your body is confused and will stop producing a high volume of digestive juices. When you start to eat again, your body might not have what it needs to properly digest the food item. The result is often glycemic index discomfort and diarrhea. The solution is back into eating. Oftentimes, it can be nice to break a fast with a nourishing soup and some cooked veggies because they are easier to digest and absorb. Now, it's best to ease out a fast in order to reduce digestive and blood sugar stress on the body. I'll often have clients sip on bone broth followed an hour or so later by soft, easy to digest proteins such as fish. Both Miller and Petrie agree that dense meat, think steak, may be too intense right off the bat as they require a lot of digestive enzyme strength. And if you do something like this, give your body a little extra digestive support by taking digestive bitter or a shot of apple cider vinegar with your meal. Don't stuff yourself when breaking an extended fast either, even though you may really want to. Portion size definitely matters, especially for prolonged fasting because your stomach will be less accustomed to hold as much as food. You can think of it as if your stomach contracts when you are not eating as much. Start with smaller portion, test them out, and if you tolerate them, then move on to bigger portion. Temper what your brain wants with what your body can actually handle, and stop when you feel about 75% full. On that first day, it might be best to eat multiple small meals over the course of the day. Now, to reiterate, these foods can be great choices when breaking a longer fast. Bone broth and nourishing soup, cooked vegetable, easier to digest proteins such as fish and poultry. Now, what not to eat when breaking a fast? As mentioned above, you definitely want to avoid excessive carb, particularly refined carbohydrates and sugary beverages, when breaking any type of fast in order to avoid a blood sugar roller coaster. Other than that, most real whole foods are acceptable. With extended fast, what you can tolerate will vary. It will depend on the state of your gut, say. So, may take a little trial and error to figure out what you can tolerate. But according to our experts, you may want to avoid anything that requires a lot of digestive energy. Raw vegetable, beef, and occasionally eggs and nuts can be difficult for some people immediately post fast. And anything fried or greasy should also be avoided until you get your digestion reviewing with gentler. So this is all about the intermittent fasting in this video. I will definitely come in the next video. Till then, God bless you. Take care of your health. God bless you. Bye bye and have a great day.